Secretary.
Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to GrowedUpGeek Gaming, your home for narrative and roleplay focused Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live play campaigns. And tonight we present our high-level limited campaign, Dynasty of Dragons, episode 19. In fact, off from a little summer break. So happy to be back with everybody. We'll do a quick recap and some intros, and then we will jump right in. I'll start. I'm Manny at GrowedUpGeek on your social media, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. If you like what we do here, give us a like, follow, subscribe, high five, fist bump, consent given, pat on the butt. Show your support. We really appreciate it. We are live here Tuesday and Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. For our campaigns, and soon to be Friday nights at 10 p.m. for our third campaign, Legacy of Blood. We're very excited about. Boo, 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 boo. New videos are uploaded to YouTube Monday and Tuesday afternoons. Give us a subscribe over there. Show your support. We appreciate it. And I think that's it. I'm tired. So we are back with our Wednesday crew. After a little while, one of us celebrated a major life moment, and we are so happy for him. Congratulations. But we're back now. Time to play with the nerds. All right, let's go. Let's start. Let's meet everybody. Let's start at the far end. Finally returning to his home, playing Umdar this evening. Tim, tell us about Umdar and how she feels in this kind of lead up to at least a kind of milestone as far as the mansion goes.
Umdar is feeling the anticipation grow as they reach this long sought after destination. Feels like a milestone for sure. Wary nonetheless of what potentially lies around the corner. So rumors and thoughts of dragons grow more and more frequent.
There might be one. Who knows? It's gonna ramp up. Spoiler alert. All right, let's slide over to our soldier scholar. A lot of scrolls in the last couple of episodes as you travel across a magical nation, apparently as a house has been pillaged of scrolls. Nick, tell us about Banquo, and with everything you've seen in your travels, what is Banquo kind of expecting upon arriving at the mansion?
So Banquo is the soldier scholar. He hunts for information. And he's expecting, I think he's holding out some hope that with his expertise and cleverness, he'll be able to find some sort of stash that has not yet been picked apart. Maybe he thinks himself this is going to be like a pyramid raid where he's going to be the one person that can find a hidden room or something. At least that's what he's hoping for. More realistically, he's thinking we're going to get there and we're going to get attempted to be robbed by bandits or something who are just there to pick off the looters ourselves.
I mean, you might be trespassing on their squatting. It's property law. It's very complicated. We'll let the high intelligence character explain it. I'm sure they've learned a little property law along the way. Next, we slide over. Spent a lot of time in the Feywild. Who knows what you and the dragon talked about? We move over to our Oath of the Dragon Slayer Paladin, a subclass that we worked on in the lead up to this show. Raz, tell me about Daemion. And in the lead up to this, as you get closer and closer after traveling by foot, does it seem that a kind of relationship, at least for creature comforts, might be beneficial with Lady Gwendolyn, or are you flat out done with her?
No, I'm not not reliant on those things. You know, he's been bounty hunting for a really long time now, and you spend most of that time on the road anyway, so he's not really looking to compromise his principles over something so material.
Fair enough. Spiteful and angry. I get it. Nobody likes the boss. All right. We slide over to our major life milestone celebrator. Eric, congratulations. Happy to have you back. So, Gib, one of the big tenets of their belief structure is like a hatred of like banditry and highwaymen, like that kind of thing. Yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So Gib is super excited to be on a highway and have some bandits or some foes in front of him. So he really didn't care for being in that town. He likes his life on the open road, so he's pumped to do some twilighty things.
Twilighty things. Does it matter that the people being robbed are in fact like bandits themselves? Is there like a component of innocence that factors in, or is it just like kind of aggressive thievery just where it lies?
Yeah, I mean, he's the type, I think he likes to get in the middle of it and stop the action and then sort it all out later.
Okay.
So jump in, don't think about it too much.
Fair enough. All right. And last and not least, our high intelligence character who may or may not know a thing or two about property law. Robin, tell us about Tess. And back with the crew after your little sabbatical, hanging out with the Moonstone Dragon, becoming dragon besties. Good deal.
Yeah.
You miss hanging out in the Feywild with your dragon homie, or are you glad to be back with the crew?
I think that with the current headache, like literal headache that has come on with this vision that she's having, yeah, there's a little bit of like, man, I kind of want to just lay down for a second. But at the same time, she's had that headache no matter where she is, so she's pretty happy to be back where she's at with her boys. And as far as law, like, yeah, she was in urban planning, so property law and zoning law are the two areas of law that she knows the most about.
I'm sure whoever is squatting in the abandoned wizard's mansion will be open to a breadth of knowledge on the subject.
I don't think that it's going to come up, weirdly.
You never know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. All right. That is our amazing cast. Like I said, we've been off for a little while, and I have missed them and the torment and headaches that they bring to my life. So I am glad to be back with them. So last time, we won't even say last week because, man, is that inaccurate. So last time, the party, having set off from the last little bastion of civilization, Byzanter, on the way to this long discussed and very foreshadowed to Wizard's Mansion containing a treasure trove of spell scrolls, so much that a cottage industry has boiled up in the region of selling them and even exporting them abroad. The collection was so large. Another smaller cottage industry of banditry and robbing those who had robbed the mansion, and kind of skipping a step, has also kind of boiled up. The party, being the noble heroes that they are, with one of them especially having a very strong aversion to banditry and aggressive thievery, has stopped all the bandits along the way, at times doing their best to protect the innocent, not always successful. I think you're still 0 for anything. I'm not sure you've saved anybody. That's on me. And after once again saving an old man this time from banditry, they were once again attacked by these monstrosities that have appeared ever since they met their wizard companion. And this time, they were successful in not only making him less than intelligent, but also stealing his bag, and upon doing so, disappeared as if their task had been achieved. After some restoration, Robitussin put it on everything as the cure-all for everything. They restored him to his wits, continued about the path, making the turn up the river for what they have been told to be an amazing waterfall and a mansion that they cannot miss along the road. And in doing so, making the final turn, Daemion and Tess, who share a common choice in the past, were hit with a crippling headache. And once again, a very foreboding message. Would either of you like to share it?
I actually don't have it written down.
Okay.
I did listen to it, but I didn't have a chance to get to that.
Okay. We'll go over that again. A foreboding message and the appearance along the Riverside Road of very alien-looking creatures demanding that the party turn over the beacon, a term used for these orbs that the party has been in the process of collecting and having stolen from them, being given and not finding, and it's kind of the MacGuffin. So with that, we will pick up, let's go ahead and throw the map up just to show where everybody is. We are currently right where the X is, making the turn upriver towards the Wizard's Mansion. And yes, I know vertical map, I'm sorry. All right, a little better. There we go. These alien creatures carrying something on a leash, equally alien, on 4 legs, but with 2 upright, centaur kind of layout, as well as 2 alien creatures in robes adorned with stars, celestial bodies in the skyward sense, not the heavenly sense. They demand the return of the beacon, and in doing so, they will grant you your lives and the ability to run away. That's the peduncle token, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was looking at it and I wasn't sure if you adopted an ogre. All right.
Rude.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, man, come on. You guys know you. It's not beyond you to just be like, this ogre is sweet. Let's hang out. Let's be ogre friends. You could smash things. So as they demand the beacon and let loose their 4-legged / 6-appendaged creatures, we'll give everybody a real quick kind of free action. Position yourself where you would like, and then we'll roll initiative and get into this. Tess, is there anything you would like to do as these almost leashed pets are let loose and begin to charge at you along this narrow riverside road?
So I take it I'm conscious.
We'll say you come to now. Yes, the plan was to not have you be unconscious for combat. So you're going to kind of come to, your head is going to be just a splitting headache. You're going to be on the ground. So we'll start with that. And a little disoriented, and you hear just this horrendous, breathing, kind of panting, growling, snarling, and this weird cadence of 2 creatures kind of charging in your direction.
Daemion was probably up in his horse, or not on his horse when he fell unconscious, right? Or was he walking beside it?
Yeah. No, that's why I'm just lying there.
That's you having dismounted in a most disgraceful way.
Yeah, very unwillingly so.
All right, then I'm going to army crawl forward, pull a potion out of my bag, and feed it to Daemion. assuming that he's going to wake up at the same time I am,
Yes.
and that's going to be a weird wake up, but
Mhm.
that's going to be a potion of boldness. That's going to be blessed for 1 minute. And if it's temporary HP, do you also receive the maximum amount?
No.
Okay. So that's going to be,
I want all the 10 HP.
that's going to be 13 points of temporary hit points for you.
Daemion coming too, like, geez, how the fuck did I drink last night?
Ah! All right, awesome. Gib, they speak of this beacon. You have a slight kind of real quick explanation from Daemion one day. You've seen it as they fashioned the box and stashed it in Peduncle's saddlebag. Any thoughts to wanting to give it up? Do you know this is bad news?
Yeah, I'm not going to give it up.
Okay.
It's been an interesting wild ride with this party. They've kind of given Give a hard time for a while there, but I can see the capability in this group, and the dedication of purpose. So no, I'm not going to give it up.
Okay. Anything you would like to do is like a quick kind of free action here?
Absolutely, I would like to pop on a little Twilight Sanctuary here, yeah, why not? Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pop up a sphere of nice twilighty temporary hit points from a party.
All right, centered on you or on you?
Well, yeah. Also, yep. And then, did you say we get a little bit of free positioning as well?
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna pop myself up in front of Peduncle here.
I'm also going to get to my feet.
Oops.
Just so, for any folks that are lying unconscious on the ground.
Does it move with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how big is it?
So, yeah, it's a 30-foot radius.
Wow, biggie.
So yeah, anybody who ends their turn in my twilighty sphere gets 1d6 plus 15.
Okay.
Temporary hit points.
I think that's good for where you are.
Yeah.
We'll adjust as you as you move. Okay, cool.
I'm definitely not going to be bestowing it on any of our adversaries. So,
if anything, I'm going backwards. All right, fabulous. Raz, you are going to come to on the ground, no longer on Peduncle, splitting headache with Tess like pouring something down your throat, and this weird charging, snarling sound coming from up the river. Anything you would like to do real quick?
Yeah, we gotta get ready to meet the charge here. So I gotta do a hot swap. Oh geez, the scaling on this map is all weird.
Oh yes, yes it is, and it's vertical too. What up?
There we go. And yeah, we're gonna get ready to meet the charge, take the brunt of it,
Very noble, and also a very narrow spot of road as well. Well chosen. All right, Banquo.
Yep.
Tess and Daemion have kind of come to, so they're not dead. Cheers there.
Happy about that.
Yeah, good all around. You have these charging creatures after they've demanded the beacon. I imagine no desire to kick it over.
Absolutely not. They
Okay.
can get fucked.
Heard. All right. Anything you would like to do real quick as these things begin their charge?
Banquo is going to kick his boots into high gear, and he's going to fly 30 feet across the river to flank them. Not actually mechanically flank them, but pincer movement wise. And he is going to cast, and I've just got time for one turn, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's hopefully I'm far enough away from the group in case of any fireball shenanigans. All right, yeah. He is going to cast greater invisibility on himself.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
All right. Let's give you a color or something. You're yellow. That means invisible. All right. Umdar. They come, they threaten, they want something that is in the party's possession. Any chance of, hey, maybe we just give it to these guys? They seem to know what they're talking about.
I believe I heard one of my friends utter, "They can get fucked."
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with that. I trust this group.
I really felt that.
Mm-hmm.
Ride or die at this point.
Yeah. Anything you would like to do real quick before we roll the old initiative?
Sure. I would like to just make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, I'm gonna, if I could, use my wings unfurled to fly over to the other side of these guys. And be ready to attack from the other side.
Box him in right next to the paladin, right where we want him.
Okay. So how far can you go?
Like 100 feet a turn, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Whoa. Holy shit. Okay.
I can
Monks.
if I use my dash action to take a second movement, it's already 100 feet at that point, but the flying speed, let's see.
It's equal to your walking speed, right?
Equal to my walking speed until the end of my turn, yeah.
And you've got 55 at this level of monk of your base walking speed.
Right, so I can move 110 feet.
Yeah. You are speed.
Kachiga.
Fucking monks at this level, man. They're insane.
Gibbs pissed because he spent the whole last session just jogging back and forth across the map.
Long Beach.
Yes. Seriously.
Sounds like time for a multi-class, man.
You guys.
Yeah, you're gonna have a tough time keeping up with a monk and a guy on a horse.
All right. If everybody's good, that is everybody. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative, please.
Let's do it. Hey, we like to see those numbers.
I appreciate advantage.
Ooh.
No, I don't like that.
no.
Oh, wait.
Strong.
Gib, don't you have advantage on your initiatives from your class feature?
It's only if I like activate it.
Isn't it like default to yourself every long rest?
No,
Oh,
it's a choice, and I chose to Twilight Sanctuary instead of advantage on the.
fair enough.
All right. Gib, what'd you get?
2.
2. Heard. Tess.
That was one of my rolls. The other one I got 19.
19. Daemion.
8.
What'd you get? 8?
That's what I said.
Okay. Umdar.
17.
17. Dexy. Banquo.
21.
21. Anxious. All right. Boom. All right. The alien fish looking robed celestial bodied wizards look completely unshocked and unaffected by your unwillingness to acquiesce to their request, and as such have set loose their vicious six appendage four-legged creatures and set them loose as they haul down and hunt down the party like any kind of captive hunting animal would. They actually go first. They rolled very well. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. This one's going to run up on Daemion. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's going to just move to there. It is going to... Daemion, you are mounted, yes?
Yep.
Okay. They're kind of short, so they are going to slash at the closest thing they can, which is Peduncle.
Mounted combatant, they'll have to attack me anyway.
Okay. Is it your AC or you just take the damage?
Both.
Okay. All right. Then I am less optimistic about this. Ooh, 25, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And an 18, no, right?
No.
Okay. So he's going to get one slash at you, like right in the ankle. You are going to take 12 slashing damage. And 8 psychic damage as a memory comes flooding back of a trip you took in your mind without physically traveling before. Just like a split second of that sensation and that experience back as it slashes at you in the leg. Good for that. All right, that is it for their turn. Banquo, it is you.
All right. Well, nobody hurts my paladin, so I'm going to go ahead and fire the laser at number 2 8 times. No, I'm sorry, 6 times. So let's see. The first one, my modifier is +10. So the first one will be a 28 to hit.
I mean, the answer is yes, but who we slashing?
Oh, sorry, the number 2.
Okay.
This guy that's attacking paladin.
Okay.
The second one will crit. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I asked what the attack roll was. Their AC is shit, so.
Okay. And I guess I should double check. They can't see me while I'm invisible, or do they have like blind sight or something?
Oh, no.
Or do they have it? Okay. So just making sure I'm properly rolling with advantage. So the first 2 hits. The second one was a crit. The third one is going to be a 29. So I'll go ahead and get those first 3 out of the way. 12.
We're into damage now?
Yeah.
Okay.
6. And 14.
Ooh, very nice.
So a total of 32 for the first Eldritch Blast casting. And then second, as a bonus action, I'll cast it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
I'll do it again. It'll be a 26.
Yes.
Another crit. And the final one will be a 27.
Yes. Okay,
So damage rolls
there was any.
incoming. 13, 15, and with the crits, that'll be 12.
Okay. That is a grand total of 72 damage on something that had less hit points than that. And as your Eldritch Blasts kind of hit it, they're not impacted like a kind of normal being of this plane is. It is not like forceful, but they seem to go like blurry and hazy just for like a quick second, as if out of focus. And upon returning to focus, this one just kind of fades like the little embers that fly up in the night during a campfire into nothingness.
Huh. Okay. Well, fuck that guy. Oh, and then knowing my buddy Gibb is putting his all into this, I will move back over here so that I can end my turn in his dim light darkness, or his twilight sanctuary.
Okay.
I'll still be in the air.
Come get your healing.
I want my healing. How much healing am I gonna get?
1d6 plus 15. Temp HP.
Nice.
Oh,
That plus 15 is like it's killer.
Oh,
Here's 15 plus a d6. Go nuts.
All right. I still had the tip HP from the last fight. And that'll end my turn.
All right.
And this, since it's greater invisibility, casting does not break it.
Okay. Who knows so much? Tess, you have forced a potion down Daemion's throat. This trampling continues towards you. Banquo just absolutely annihilated one of these freakish creatures. What would you like to do?
I think seeing that those go down pretty easily, I'm just going to get started on working on the next one. And I'm going to fly up 20 feet with my winged boots and take a shot with my pull out my light crossbow and take a shot.
Okay.
That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yes.
And it's not going to be much for damage, but don't see a reason to risk wild magic just yet. 8 points of damage.
You are on the board.
Yeah. And I'll end it there. 1d6 for the temp HP, right?
Plus 15. The big
Well,
flex.
yes, I know that. All right, cool.
All
Then
right.
that's my turn.
Very nice. Umdar. You've seen one of them go down with a valiant effort from Banquo. Tess is on the board with the other one. And then much more in your neck of the woods, being a fine lady of travel as you are, you find yourself behind two of the wizards who at least at present time seem more concerned with what is in front of them than you being behind them.
Hey, let's see. Well, I am going to. Umdar is going to land gracefully, just one silent toe at a time, so as not to alert these two very ugly looking fellows. Do they seem to be commanding the other beasts?
Not directly, more handling, like a hunter with a set of dogs.
Okay.
Letting them do what they do, but in a power dynamic, they would be the dominant of the two.
Umdar is just simply going to say, before she decides to attack, excuse me, Lay down your arms and call off your beasts.
We will do so only when in possession of the beacon. We do not wish harm on your pathetic existence. We only want what we are tasked with retrieving.
Okay. Well, can't say I didn't warn you. Let's have a dexterity saving throw
From
both of these gentlemen.
oh, okay. From number 1 or number 2? Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's see. They have a +1. Oh, to dexterity. They have a +6 to dexterity saving throws. +5 on the die. That's going to be 11. How did I do?
Let's find out. These guys look pretty ugly. Would I assume that they would hurt more or less from fire, just like anything else that we've gone up against?
They definitely seem like an organic creature that, while having a list of resistances, nothing indicates that fire would be one of them.
Okay, well, they're going to take full damage, and it's going to be 7 fire damage.
Okay.
And then she will run up to this one that's closest to the wall and do a spinning kick to his chest, try to bounce him into the wall. 19 on the die.
Yes.
And 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that'll end her turn.
All right. Very nice. Breath weapon was the dex save, yes?
Correct.
Okay. So you're going to breathe your dragon breath. They're going to recoil.
Breath.
You're going to smell like charred seafood left out in the sun. A very kind of pungent, briny, not so pleasant smell as they take their fire damage, as well as an odd, like, squishing sound upon kicking it in the chest. We are an audio and sensory nightmare at this point.
Do I have any goo hanging off of the tip of my boot at this point?
I would
Or
rub
my
it.
barefoot, actually, for that matter.
I would rub it in some grass just in case. You have boots on. You're not barefoot, right?
I probably should be barefoot. I don't know that I've ever described my feet. So there we go.
All right. Dana White won't like you kicking
I
with
have big
shoes
gnarly orc feet. It's most of my orc features landed below the knee.
Heard. Creepy. All right.
Finer orc features.
All right. It is conveniently enough the two wizards' turns. They are going to. One of them is going to clearly move by you. So go ahead and give me Umdar an attack of opportunity on number 2 as it moves by you.
23 to hit.
Yes.
Be another spinning kick. And that is a 12 damage.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. It is going to slide by. It is going to begin muttering in this melodic yet guttural language. Get this intense look on its face as it begins to cast this spell. Umdar, you're gonna notice like the ground around you, like twisting and rippling as if like a vortex opens up on the rock walkway. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Ooh, the monk might be pretty good at the wisdom.
21.
Oh, you're going to save.
Monk might be good at every save.
Okay. You're still going to take some damage, but that's going to be it. So, sad dungeon master sounds. Oh, nope, those are D8s. Whoa. That's not what we're looking for. All right, Umdar, you are going to take 16 psychic damage as you manage to realize the attempt at warping your mind and manage to not allow yourself to be sucked into the distortion. You're just gonna, it's gonna hurt though to get out. The other one
16
is going to back up just enough and is going to cast the same thing. I need a wisdom saving throw again, please.
Okay, just going through. Okay, just making sure we didn't have any features or anything. So, because you said it's psychic damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, that is going to be a 5 total.
Oh no, that's very bad. Okay.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Okay. You are going to be same thing. Vortex in the ground is going to open up. This time you are unable to see that it is an implanted figment of your imagination. You allow yourself to fall in, and in doing so, the party is going to see you just kind of fall into what appears to be the otherwise regular ground. And as you hit the ground, you are going to disappear.
Oh boy.
And you are going to be teleported. Let's move you. Let's not be that guy. Let's put you right here. And you are going to reappear in the river in about waist deep water.
Can I do a Arcana check to recognize the effect that just happened?
Yes.
Oh, really good. 26.
It is going to be a spell called Collapse Distance. Oh, and that we haven't even done the kind of worst part yet. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I just closed the stat block. Okay. Hold on, sorry.
Okay.
Let me find the stat block again. There we go. All right. All right, so we moved you within the 60
I can fix
feet.
that.
We moved you within the 60 feet. You are now going to take 9, 13, 24, 34, 39 psychic damage as you fall into this distorted, imposed reality, believing it so much that you allow it to teleport you into the river. That's it for the wizards. Daemion, it is now your turn.
Right. Well, we still got something right in front of us. Peduncle's gonna go ahead and charge forward and try and trample him. And he's gonna crit.
Oh, Peduncle?
Peduncle.
Yeah. I just needed to summer off, y'all. Coming in hot.
Like, all right. I see you, Peduncle.
Peduncle coming in hot. Wait for this, y'all.
That's gonna be 24 bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
And The creature needs to make a DC 14 strength save or be knocked prone.
Let's see. Oh no. It's gonna be a 10.
All right, so he will be knocked prone, and Peduncle gets to make another attack against him
Oh shit.
At advantage.
at advantage because he's prone.
You're crunch on him. Smash.
So let's see. Does a 16, I think it is? Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it actually does.
All right, for another 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But Uncle, the real main character here.
Um,
He's got main character.
Always has
Yeah,
been.
but
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
spelled Mane.
Peduncle ex machina. Wait till the end. The plot armor is strong. All right. Yeah, you're gonna charge up. What? You're just gonna chest bump him to the ground and then rear back and stomp on it?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Nay,
That's-
motherfucker.
That's his trampling charge move. Never seen it go that well before.
It's a pro gamer move right there.
Yeah.
And then Daemion's gonna follow it up with his sword. We hope. 18 does hit, I believe
Yes.
we said.
Yes.
For 18
Woo.
magic slashing. And should that character have the audacity to still be alive, we'll swing one more time.
It does, in fact. It is quite audacious for a thing with. I mean, it's got 6 appendages, bro. Like, I mean, you'd be kind of bold about it too.
All right, so a 30 will definitely hit.
It does. It hits twice and then some.
For another 17
Okay.
damage.
So between the tag team of Peduncle and Daemion, chest bump to the ground, double hoof stomp on the chest, stab, it too is going to kind of go out of focus ever so slightly with every major impact, and upon its final blow, it too is just going to kind of disincorporate into, like I said, like embers from the fireplace or from the campfire at night.
Right. Well, that takes care of one problem. The other problem I noticed did not seem to want to stay too close to Umdar, so let's take advantage of that and get up in their business.
Okay. All right. You move just with the movement.
Yeah, just with the rest of Peduncle's movement.
Okay. You're gonna be all up in there. All right. Gib, you seeing things going quite well. Unfortunately, the commute seems to be a bit much. Your party mates not really considerate of the distance you might have to travel. What would you like to do?
I mean, for a husky dude, Gib definitely has to do a little moving around here. So he's going to do the only thing he's learned to do in this campaign and just dash.
Okay.
Let's just close some distance. So I'll take his dash.
Okay.
And then he's going to bonus action cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Nice.
So, but I mean, that only gets like 15 feet. So I don't think that's not going to be close enough.
It gets 60 feet.
Is it
range.
60?
Mhm.
Oh, it's 60 feet of range. Okay, but I can cast it with it.
When you start it, and then it moves like 15 or 20 feet a turn.
But not in the same turn, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, for anybody who's concerned, my spiritual weapon is like, the more you know, add with the star on it. That's just the spiritual weapon. And it's just going to be very stabby.
Does it have a positive affirming message, or is it just star of death?
Well, I mean, you'll learn things when it's bludgeoning you to death. Yeah, there you
Like
go.
how a hammer in the face feels.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Not respecting the
Um,
spiritual weapon, that's a paddling.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I mean, I'll move it up, but I can't. Wait. Can I move it this turn, or do I have to wait?
You
My
can
following
cast
turn.
it up to 60 feet away. And then the next turn, as the bonus action, you can
Command it
move
to do
it
something.
and attack. Yeah.
But
Okay.
if you're looking at that wizard, he's well within the 60-foot range.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
The
that's
far
what
one?
I am. The far one is not within 60 feet, is he? Or is he?
It is right at 60 feet away.
Well, let's move that guy fucker up there then. Cool.
All right. It is a 30-foot radius for your twilighty thing. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that is back to being accurate to your new position. All right. Movement. Spiritual weapon. Fuck that guy
Yeah.
way over there.
Do I have to roll on the table?
Oh yes, you do. I got
Alright.
out of practice because I think some of you cast some things. No.
Doesn't sound right. I don't think it
Yeah.
is cast.
Yeah. No. Your invisibility is what, an ability or an item?
It's a spell.
Okay.
Got a 47.
Ooh. I say ooh like I know what that is. 47. That's a good number. Oh hey, who has the uniform token or the unicorn
He's
token?
back.
All right, maybe I
He's
can actually
back.
get some distance.
Oh, I don't have his name written down.
Cornelius was the other one.
That was it. That was it.
Okay, so we do cool. We'll go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and drop. Yeah. So you have a unicorn companion now, as well as a spiritual weapon out in the world. Very nice.
Great.
All right.
I want to ask it if I can ride it for the rest of this encounter.
It will.
He's
most
very out
likely-
of breath. He's like, "Can I
Look, man,
just please
little help.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that
Alright.
you're here if I'm keeping you from something. Wild magic is a bitch sometimes, but while you're here, can you be helpful?
Unicornelius has joined the fight.
You're probably not the first ones to accidentally summon Cornelius here. He's
Yeah.
he's an Uber
Bro,
driver now.
again? Jesus, man. Can't I just go out to dinner with like my partner without like you guys just constantly summoning me?
Bro, I was getting it.
Yeah.
He's just in the middle of like a 20-minute PowerPoint presentation. He just blinks into the material plane. Jesus.
Damn it. I wasn't prepared for this.
Hey, you guys, thank you. I was bombing in that presentation.
Whew, I wish I could disappear you guys. No, I got it.
Yeah. Woo. All right, so
It's just them
unicorn.
casting Wish.
Unicorn Cornelius, spiritual weapon, movement, new, twilight, aura, anything else?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Both of the little pets are dead, so they will no longer go first. Banquo, it is you.
You know, I'm reading the wild magic table.
Yeah.
There's nothing that specifically says that it couldn't be the same unicorn every single time it
Yeah.
happens.
Headcanon.
It's his shift. Like, God, it always happens to me.
Like every wild magic sorcerer that has ever existed has always been summoning the same poor unicorn.
Yay, look, I'm a unicorn. Cool. I'll be out of here in a minute. Do whatever.
This is like being John Malkovich, except a unicorn.
God.
There used to be
All right.
two of us, but somebody killed the other one.
Yeah.
No, I gotta,
All right,
I gotta
so-
be everywhere.
Banquo is going to go ahead and take aim at the far one, the one that is most likely to be able to escape, because nobody wants that. And he is going to make his mini Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
First one will be a 28.
Yes.
Second one will be a 26.
Also yes.
Third one will be a 25.
2 beeps. Double yes.
No crits. This is bullshit. So the total damage roll from the first casting of Eldritch Blast for this turn will be 15, 12, and 13. So 10,
Hold on,
20, 30,
15,
40
12.
force damage. And I will
13.
not knock him back. Yeah, a total of 40 from that blast, or that triple blast. And then for the bonus action, he's just gonna do it all again.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Yes.
Another 25. And for the very last one, 28.
Yes.
No crits. Sad Banquo noises.
Womp womp.
And so those 3 damage rolls will be, there we go. 15, 11, and 8.
All right. 15.
So 34.
11, 8. Okay, cool.
And yeah, he just got back into position in the Twilight Sanctuary, but he's already maxed out on temp HP, so he will just chill there. Oh, I already used my bonus action. That was my turn.
All right. Banquo. Tess. Not sure if it's the same unicorn as earlier today, but you know, probably happy to have one. It can't be a bad thing.
Oh yeah.
Even if they're here against their will. Everything seems to, I don't want to say in hand as a kind of a dungeon master concept, but I think it's
there's only like one messy thing going on right now. So while I'm back here and everybody else is out of wild magic range for the most part, I don't know what the wizard's doing behind me. I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp on Umdar to get her up onto the cliffside again.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put her real nice right there. Do I need to roll?
And in the aura and everything. I don't think so, right? It's what, because if nothing else, Umdar would be considered a willing creature?
Yeah, no, she can choose to fail the con save. I was asking if I need to roll wild magic.
Oh, yes. Yes, you do.
Okay. You were
And do
rolling for
I?
it before, so. That is going to be 30. Keep looking like there's something I need to add to it. There's nothing I need to add to it.
Tess, go ahead and teleport yourself up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see.
Nice.
I love the flavor of that. Like, oops, I teleported everybody.
Man, I really wish I was over there. Fuck yeah.
Well, I'll be doing.
Yeah,
Do I need
so-
to roll for my 2 Eldritch Blasts?
Yes.
All right. The first one was 28. The second one was a 67. Oh, that fucking sucks.
28. Okay, you get
Manny.
the casting. Yes?
Just kind of meta question, because before I think you were rolling for a chance if we were going to have to roll magic. Does it seem like as we're nearing, it's more of like a guaranteed effect?
Yes. That's why I keep forgetting. All right, so what?
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right, so 27, yeah? For the next minute, all your spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of 1 bonus action. And what was the other one?
I want to say it, but it was 67.
Are you serious? Are you sheep again?
He's frightened by Gib.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, he just summoned a unicorn. That's a little spooky.
Ah!
Actually, at the time of that casting, the closest creature was Tess, so I'm frightened of Tess now.
That's
Even
fair.
better.
And terrifying.
To be fair, Twilight Sanctuary, you can also, it ends one effect of being charmed or frightened.
Oh, that's true. I
Really?
forgot about that.
Does it really?
What?
Yeah, it's an
It's
alternative.
the second thing that no one ever really remembers
No
about that one.
shit.
Yeah, it's the
Nice.
alternative.
Well, since I already
Right.
had maximum temp HP,
Yeah.
oh,
So what? You take it. You
Clerics
take
are
it
so
in lieu.
beautiful.
You
Oh,
take it in
that's so
lieu
good.
of the healing, then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Don't be
great.
afraid of my inky healing.
Mm.
It's
I wasn't afraid of that. I was afraid of
just
Tess,
come
but now
in,
we're
just
cool.
come into the Twilight Banquo.
So it was really more of a jump scare. You know, he was frightened for a second there.
Yeah, that's exactly
Oh,
it.
thank God. Okay,
Once she
got it, got it.
teleported away, I
It's-
was like, oh no, I'm fine now.
It's because I still don't have any hair.
All right.
I think
Very.
I'm still blue.
All right. That's that. That's that. That's
You
that.
get some sun on that scalp.
All right, Tess, you have brought Umdar back up onto the road. Did a little wild magic-y. Anything else?
Only thing left would be my movement, and I don't feel like moving from where I am. Like,
I got
yeah, I'm in a pretty good.
some free movement. I'm pretty good.
Let me move up another like 10 feet. I want to stay within the sphere of the Twilight thing. But I don't necessarily want to be right next to Ugly over there.
Okay.
Hey, that's not really nice.
I don't want to be next to Evil over there.
Okay.
Oh, you weren't talking about me.
Now Damien's
No.
offended. Hey. Oh, we were
Seriously, I was a little bit, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
I thought we were cool. All right. That's going to be it for that. Tess's turn. Umdar, by the magical abilities of your compatriot Tess, you find yourself no longer dealing with waist-deep water 10 feet below the road. So, well done there. Problem of crisis averted. She dropped you right in the middle of whatever. What would you like to do?
I will just go for a few punches to this ugly bastard.
Okay.
But before I commence with the punching, I'm gonna give this thing another opportunity to explain why it's attacking us. Care to explain yourself and put down your weapon?
We come for the beacon. Nothing short of its possession will deter us from our cause.
Yeah, he's
Way wrong answer.
Yeah, who do you work for?
I come at the behest of Illithrax.
Oh, stupid Illithrax. Okay.
He said the word.
So it's going to be 21 to hit
Yes.
and 10 damage.
Okay.
And the follow-up, similar, 21 to hit,
Yes.
6 damage.
Okay. You gave them a chance. To their credit, depending on your point of view, they stuck to their guns and got a little bit of the what for as a result. Anything else?
No, that's it for Umdar.
Okay.
Just losing your patience with these roadside assaults.
Okay.
Don't forget your temp HP.
Let's see here. What do we got going on?
How much is it again?
1d6 plus 15.
All right.
Thank you. Roll the 6.
We will. No, we're gonna do this. As the wizard is knocked prone. Yes. No, that was the beast. You just ran up on it, right, Daemion?
Yeah, no, the prone thing died.
Okay. Yeah, we're past that, man. Why are you bringing up bullshit? So it's going to actually, while standing there with its staff, threatening, it's going to produce its own little orb. This one a little more traditional, kind of a glass with kind of a floating ether on the inside. And it's going to kind of present it like upwardly towards Daemion. And I need, do I need to make a saving throw? No. It's actually just going to cast out a blinding light for a 27 to hit. Eight. 16, 22. You're going to take 30 psychic damage, Daemion, as this light just reaches deep into your brain noodle. And once again, you're going to have this flashback of this, far off travel that you experienced, if nothing else, at least in your mind, as the kind of psychic blast just hits you in the head. That's it for that one. This wizard. Does a spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity?
No, it's not a creature.
Okay. All right. Then other guy is just going to move to here, pull out their own orb, pointed in the direction of Umdar for a 26 to hit. 15, 22, 24. 26 psychic damage, Umdar. You are just going to experience a just wicked piercing headache. Nothing beyond that. All right. Ironically, I don't know. Ironically, it's enough. Daemion, is now your turn. Hey, do I get temp HP for being in the thing?
Nope.
Nope. Damn it. Okay.
It's by choice. Yeah.
Oh,
By choice.
yeah. Cool. Then way to not be inclusive, Gib. You know,
Even asking nicely won't get it for him.
they'd even attack you. Plus, they seem kind of pumped about the unicorn as well.
DM persuasion check.
Yeah. All right, wizards. Daemion, it is you.
Got any more of that tip HP?
So that one hurt. So we're gonna start off with a 30 to hit.
Okay. Yes.
For 14 damage.
Okay.
And a 29 to hit
Okay.
for 20 damage.
Whew, very nice. Very nice. All right.
And our path is kind of blocked, so Peduncle in his frustration will try and kick him in the face.
Move, man.
That'll probably hit. A 20.
Yes.
Yeah. Good job, Peduncle. You're on fire today.
Yeah.
Love to see it. For 13 bludgeoning damage.
Peduncle came to play. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Gib, it is now you.
Temp HP.
Cause some emotional damage to the wizard for not helping him with the healing. I still understand, but still hurts.
Yeah.
The other one seems to have definitely GTFO'd from your spiritual weapon. Nobody wants to hang out with that.
Nobody. Yeah. Seriously.
And also, you have a unicorn that I believe you get to. Wait, no, who's the unicorn?
It's mine.
Okay,
It's Gibbs.
Okay, so Gib, you also.
I mean, it belongs to no one, but just hanging out.
belongs to the Feywild, but it's hanging out with me for the time being.
Yeah. So Gibbs gonna come up to Cornelius and be like, "You're really cool. Can I get a ride to that wizard over there?"
Give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Sure. That is a 23.
Okay. It is going to bend down with its head, scoop you into the air, land you perfectly while it's already in stride. And you want to go to the far one, yeah?
Yeah. So I mean, first Gibbs gonna crawl on, and then he's gonna look over to Daemion and Peduncle and be like, "Oh, I get it now."
This is awesome.
But I was wondering, can I whip this unicorn into a charge?
Yeah. I don't have the yeah, we'll go ahead. Yeah, it's eager to please. It's the Labrador retriever of unicorns.
He's been summoned before. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants you to give him a good review.
He does have a charge. If he moves at least 20 feet in a straight line, he and does a horn attack, he gets an extra 2d8 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the
Gonna
creature
gore
must
somebody.
succeed on a DC 15 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're
Right,
gonna have
so
Unicornelius gore.
I'll just you want me to roll the attack roll for that one?
Yeah. Nick, do you have the stat block? Or actually,
Yeah, I'm looking
Plus
at
7.
it.
Okay.
Yep.
+7.
Sir.
All right. So that is, well, it's a 7 on the die. So I don't know,
no.
it's a 14.
Can't really bring it in its kind of good-natured heart to really cause any harm. It will aid you in your causing of harm, but not so much
Sure.
itself. At least at this point. Maybe.
You
carrot
do
or
still
something.
get a hoof attack.
Oh.
So
I-
that's same thing, +7.
I was gonna say, I think that is, or no, Gib wouldn't be within 30 feet of me because I'm up in the sky. Never mind.
All right. Give you another D20 here. So that's a 16 on the die.
Yes.
Is that
23 to
Alright.
hit. So it won't
And then-
gore anything, but it'll kick you.
It wants to keep the horn clean. I get it. He's got a PowerPoint to get back to.
Using this
2d6.
using this to
2d6.
show quarterly
Nice.
growth. Can't have blood on it.
All right, cool. That's 7
Plus
on the
4.
dice. Four. Yep. So 11.
All right.
Yeah.
11 bludgeoning.
You're gonna come in. You're gonna roll up. It's gonna miss with the gore, but it is going to kick the shit out of this thing. And as it does, it's gonna go out of focus a little bit and kind of just dissipate into embers. And Cornelius is gonna hold up like a hoof, like for a fist bump.
Yeah.
Wants a little acknowledgement for its very fine efforts. It's feeling a good vibe. A lot of summons it gets are not very entertaining. It's definitely feeling this thing, Gib. It's happy.
Good. Yeah. And it's, well, since it's gone, I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon, much like Thor's hammer, just like 20 feet, right? Yeah, I think that's about it.
All right. That's gonna be it for that. That's gonna be it for that. All right, back up to the top with Banquo.
All right. Well, that changes what I need to do. Banquo will shout out to the others who can't see him, but you can hear him. Do we want to try to take this guy alive, or should I just end this?
I think we just end this. Sorry, I think we just end this.
Have these things been discorporating like the other things that we've defeated in the past?
In an upward motion, as opposed to just kind of like losing integrity and kind of falling to the ground, these kind of drift skyward.
Yeah, so I don't think there's anything we can do anyway.
We can't try to capture it.
Force cage it.
True.
I'm really upset that number 2 left because I was going to ask, who does number 2 work for?
That's right,
Force
buddy.
cage it as a
Bite
bonus
your lip and
action.
give it hell.
In fact, I could get up into right in with it and force cage it in with me, and it's not trapped. I'm not trapped in there with it. It's trapped in there with me, but I don't really want to do that.
Yes.
But if anybody wants me to try to capture it, now is the chance. Otherwise, I'm going to Eldritch Blast it into the fucking river.
I mean, Gib definitely wants you to try to capture it.
Okay.
Being a cleric and all.
Bad idea, yeah.
Okay. And then he'll call out to Daemion, do you want to be force caged with it?
I have better things to do with the next hour of my life, thanks.
I thought you might. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and just draw a tiny little box. Double check what force cage dimensions are. I don't know. I think it's 20 by 20. 20 by 20.
At maximum, but
Yeah.
you can make it much smaller.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
Force outhouse.
Yeah. And should I do it with the bars? Yeah, I'm gonna do it with the bars, so that way I can Eldritch Blast it afterward. So yeah, he is now force caged,
Okay.
and that was as my bonus action because I can cast my spells as bonus action for the next turn. Oh wait, actually, I might not even be able to Eldritch Blast. Yeah, I can't. That's all I can do
Okay.
because all of my spells with casting time are switched to that.
Yeah. So you've
Yeah,
used
so-
you've used your bonus action as far as the action economy goes.
I have.
You
Also-
could cast crossbow.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess I'm gonna have to do that.
Okay.
I'll try to shoot him with the crossbow. And I've still got Elven accuracy, so I might as well crit fish. 28
yes.
for minimum damage, 6 damage.
Womp womp. Okay.
I just pop him in the head and I say, "You want us to keep doing this for an hour, or do you want to fucking give us some real information?"
There's nothing you could do to me that my master won't do willingly for disappointment. You can imagine what he will do for failure. I'd rather die here than go back to him empty-handed. Do your worst. He will come for all of you.
Well, it sounds like my worst would be to just leave you here and then we move on with our lives.
You should torture him with positive reinforcement.
Yeah, and then your
You
master
are
comes
loved.
here
You
and
don't
finds
have
out
to
that you
tolerate-
failed him.
You don't have to tolerate this relationship.
So yeah, my worst is I give him the finger and then I tell him I hope Illithrax really fucks him up. That's my turn.
I will take my chances on this plane. It is better to live a fugitive than to die a disappointment. All right, Banquo. I'm going to box the man up and leave him there to suffer. All right, kind of gangster. Tess.
Is anyone in the group like particularly good at scaring people, like intimidating people, like that they're trained in that?
You rang.
Yeah.
Manny, does casting a spell from an item, like it's part of the item, that doesn't kick wild magic up, does it?
No, it's going to be.
Oh, and I
Okay.
need to roll on the wild magic
Yes, yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna use my spell storing item to use enhance ability charisma on Daemion,
Okay.
because I think if anyone, because you're the one that said that you had it, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So
It's an 86
Yeah,
on
if
my
anyone's
wild
gonna-
magic.
Ooh,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
anyone's gonna get answers.
86. Mirror image. There are two of you.
Oh,
5, no?
Is that what it is? Oh, I don't know.
It's 4. I think it's 3 copies.
I think
And
it's
you like roll a d20 to see who gets hit.
Yeah, 4. 3 copies plus the original.
So many Banquos.
Oops, all Banquos.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I love it.
Oh, whoa.
I love just that you don't know what we're gonna do to you, and then just 4 of you appear.
Never let him see your next move.
Wait, are they visible or invisible?
Well, they're illusory copies. They're not actual Banquos.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was
No,
like,
I was
like, is there more of you and nobody's aware?
No, I was asking because he's currently invisible. So
Yeah,
my wonder
I don't
was,
know.
do they do they follow what you look like?
It's a good question.
Yeah, there's like 4. Like there's 4 3 illusionary invisible Banquos. He's all proud of himself, and nobody can see that there's like a bunch of them.
Everybody's like, I'm sure
Can-
people just turn into a sheep or something.
Can the copies like affect the environment? Because if there's like a bunch of random footprints just popping around, it's gonna freak Gib out.
They have carbon
That's fair.
footprints.
Yeah, they're duplicates, so
All right, Tess with the big boost to make Daemion even scarier. Anything else you would like to do?
fly back up into the air because I had to dip down a little bit to tap him with the thing.
I'm out. All right, Umdar, you stand right next to this thing in a force cage. It seems pretty hell bent that it's going to go down fighting.
Well, I can no longer justify quarreling with this thing if this force cage is keeping him at bay. I'm not going to attempt to attack it, but I don't know. Perhaps a little bit of mercy might convince you to, give us some more information. At least tell us where your leaders directed you from. Point us in a direction. Anything.
Is going to look longingly at the, I guess, kind of afternoon sky. And in the, cloud cover preventing any real sunlight, it's just going to point up to the, far off into the sky.
Yeah. I don't know if he's crazy too, but I don't know. Maybe we can just leave him here.
All right. No sport if they can't defend themselves.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill this thing in cold blood.
Okay.
But if you let him out and he attacks me, I'll certainly.
My charity goes so far as they are encased.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'll react if they attack.
Okay. What's the deal with them actually being in the force cage? What does it mean? I just can't move, or what's the deal?
Does he have any teleportation abilities?
In a way, yes.
If he wants to use them to get out, he has to make a charisma saving throw, DC 18. Otherwise, he can't do shit.
Ooh, 20 charisma. 25.
Silvery
Silvery
barbs.
I'll take this one.
Saw that coming.
And I'll roll on that wild magic table for it.
Oh, you're gonna do it?
19.
The 19 passes, and I got a 7 on the wild magic.
And I'll do a silvery barbs for the 19.
It finally happened.
What happened?
Nick fireballed himself.
Nice.
I did that last time too.
But
Oh, yeah.
which of his? Oh no, his illusionary double.
Yeah, I just need to figure out which one was the
You
last
just
one
set the
created.
countryside on fire as 4 Banquos just unleash fiery Armageddon.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they aren't affected by AoEs anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
that's
fine.
yeah. So what? Everybody in the circle?
Yeah. Deck saves.
Okay.
No, fuck me.
Oh, the wizard.
Oh, I'm gonna... Go ahead.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I fail.
Does the wizard count as restrained? Because that does impact your dexterity saves.
It doesn't.
Okay.
I don't think he's affected by. I don't know. Raz, does it go through the bars of the cage?
Spells cannot pass through, I think. Oh wait, no, you use the bars.
I use the bars.
All right, so yeah, he's within the radius.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so he's gonna fail 14.
DC's 18.
Yeah, 14. Not very dexterous.
25 is the damage,
Oh, no.
which I took all of.
Interesting. Actually,
Because I can't absorb elements.
no, that's not why.
Oh.
Anyone in my aura
Yeah.
automatically has resistance to
Am I
fire
close enough?
damage.
I am,
Oh, shit.
yes.
Allies of your
So-
choosing, or...
Yes,
Damn it,
allies.
man. These wizards can't catch a break, y'all.
Auras would be super lame if, like,
Oh,
all
for
the
a
enemies
yeah,
got the
for a
abilities
melee
too.
character
Yeah.
especially.
Paladin can't be in melee range.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need you to back up. No.
I still passed the save.
So, sorry, how much was the damage?
It was 25 was the original damage.
So I'll take half because of resistance. Peduncle, oddly enough, will take no damage
Nice.
because he passed his dex save, and mounted combatant gives him evasion.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Peduncle's cruising for session MVP so far.
Oh, yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
Killing it.
Manny, I also used silvery barbs on the guy. Did he pass the save
Oh,
against the
okay.
charisma save after that?
This time, no.
Yeah, he's stuck.
All right, so he's stuck.
I mean, he can do it again every turn. but-
Yeah, I'm trying. Like in the D&D
A lot
action
just
economy,
happened,
like
yeah.
a lot just happened.
So
all right.
much to unpack.
Yes. Everybody who needed to adjudicate their fireball dexterity saving throw has done so. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And I rolled a 77 for wild magic,
Okay.
which
All right.
I'm pretty sure I remember what that one is.
So as this
Sheep.
I was looking at this earlier and I can only pass the wisdom save on a 20. I rolled a 17, but I am going to use a flash of genius to pass my own save.
Congrats.
Damn
Gonna
it.
come sugar cards you.
No sheep.
As the wild magic takes hold and this creature of seemingly extensive knowledge of existence becomes aware of the result. It goes from antagonistic to relieved and very calm in the moments as the fireball roars through the bars of the cage, incinerating the wizard and casting his remnants off. This time, less metaphorical, like embers from a fire. A lot more literal this time. That will leave no combatants left on the field. We will resolve combat. And also on that note, this seems like the absolute perfect time to take our mid-show break. So it is 8:44. We're going to take about a quick 10-minute break, come right back and do the second half of the episode. To everybody watching, as always, thank you so much to my players. It's so glad to be back with you all. I missed you. So thanks for coming out. All right, so 8:44, we're going to take about a 10-minute break. We will be right back, and hopefully we see you on the other side. See you then. All right, we are back from our real life short rest. Before we went to break, the party, after encountering some alien looking creatures demanding what they called the beacon, the party, unlikely to assist in this request, did what they do best and stomped everybody down with a very honorable mention for Peduncle, who really came through in the clutch after all of the time off. So as the dust, literally and metaphorically settles, the water rushing below kind of drowns out any, kind of ambient sounds. Everybody give me a nature or a perception check, please.
26.
18.
23.
Okay.
Yeah.
9.
Okay.
16.
Uh,
All right. Everybody but Gib is going to have at least a little geographical understanding that water flows usually in a southward direction towards from like a river to a larger body of water, very rarely from the larger body of water northward up into the mountains. With that pretty standard geographic knowledge, everybody except Gib is going to notice that the water flowing in the river is flowing the wrong way.
Gibbs too distracted with hanging out with Cornelius.
What the deuce?
Whatever, man.
Just keep
Probably
casting
gotta
spells so you
be
can
Hey,
keep
Gib,
going
the
around.
water's going
Dismissed
the
at
wrong
this
way.
point.
Don't
Yeah.
care. Don't care. Don't go, buddy. Don't go. Stay and hang out.
I guess then Umdar noticed when she was walking on the water.
Yeah, Umdar definitely, after getting oriented back on land, probably at that point noticed the water flowing in the wrong direction.
Unfortunately, Cornelius gives a very melodic neigh, gives Gib a sincere kind of nuzzle, a wink,
Hoof bump.
a wink, and a hoof bump
Yeah.
before dissipating. Is everybody settled? We'll just go through initiative order real quick for everybody who wants to do anything. Banquo, everything settled. We've all said
yeah,
our
I
heartfelt
think so.
goodbye to Cornelius.
Yeah, and I'll say goodbye to my mirror image copies. And these guys don't seem like they would have had, pockets of any kind, let alone pockets with any valuables. So he's not going to bother trying to loot the dead, and he's just going to he'll take to the air to try to figure out, see if he gets out of this canyon, if he can figure out what the fuck's going on with this river situation.
Okay. Up off in the distance, as you go ahead and give me a perception check to see what you see. What do your elven eyes see?
Guidance myself on the way up, which probably won't be necessary because that's a 30. But I'm going to do it anyway because I like big numbers and I want to see if I firebomb myself again. That'll be a 33.
33 is the wild magic.
And I cast grease centered on myself. No,
33
33
was his
was the
roll.
perception, yeah.
Okay.
The wild magic was
Okay, whatever grease was. That's fine. As long as,
Yeah.
as long as you figured it. All right, so you're a little slimy. Cool. All right. With your 33, you're going to take it up. Everything's kind of obscured by this magical haze, whatever the hell is going on. And as best you can tell, off in the distance a little bit, you see like a footbridge that crosses over the river. The road continues up, and you can just see the beginnings of what appears to be like the roof line of a very large estate, as well as like a high elevation, the mist, and what appears to be like a waterfall kind of adjacent to the house. Okay.
Yeah, I'll return and tell everybody what I just saw. We're getting close.
Tess, anything you would like to do before kind of setting out again?
I kind of want to take a peek into this whirlpool because I feel like that's also a weird thing to have in the middle of a river.
Okay.
Or is it a whirlpool or is it more of a rapids?
There's not the kind of rock formations that usually would create
Eddies.
Yeah. It seems abnormally placed.
And then do we see his home from here? Like the wizard?
Banquo saw the roof
Okay.
of it.
That's about all I got.
You want to
I
give
don't know.
you want to give investigation of the watery thing, or
Yeah, sure.
okay?
All right. A billion. 28.
Okay, might as well be.
Yeah.
Are you gonna look from the shore, or are you gonna kind of fly over it and
I'll-
see what you can see?
Yeah, I'll fly to like here and like 10 feet above it.
Above the road or above the water?
Above the water.
Okay, so that's gonna be, you're basically just gonna kind of step straight off the road level, and
Yeah,
into.
more or less.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm not getting too close in case, because this is weird. This might be a magical effect.
Okay. As you get close, you're gonna get the sensation like something is watching you, like beyond your party. This very like uneasy sense. And is that as far as you're gonna go?
Without like, I mean, I want to push your button, but I don't think it's a good idea to push your button. Can I throw up a detect magic?
Yes.
Okay, give me a sec. So I could not find my dice. It's gonna be a fucking 99, so that's pointless.
All right, give me the exact wording for detect magic.
Detect magic. You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action, which I will, to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic. If any can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
3 feet of water?
Wood or dirt.
Okay. Nothing about water.
Nothing about water.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 30-foot range.
Okay. And as it's read, magic is seemingly vague as hell, yes?
I get the school of magic.
Okay. That's all you're going to get?
Yeah.
Okay. You...
And what's around me. Like the items kind of light up.
Okay. You are going to get a, not necessarily like a school of magic in a disciplined, studied, intellectual kind of way, but much more the sense of something magical. Not belonging to a school, either holding or imbued with some sort of arcane power. And just as like it registers in your head, oh shit, there is something magical, up from the water pops this enormous tentacle that just starts lashing about, attempting to grab at anything.
I'm zooming up. I'm leaving. Like the second it starts emerging, I'm like staying out of its range if I can.
Yeah, that's why I asked if that's as far as you were going to go. So it's going to kind of flap around and then eventually, seemingly not achieving its desired result, just go right back down into the whirlpool. Umdar.
I assume that I don't need to tell anyone what just happened.
Yeah, everybody see that?
I don't like it.
All right, Umdar, you have now seen a big green slimy tentacle pop out of the river. Your enemies lay dead before you. Not even really. They're evaporated. Anything you would like to do?
Do we need to do anything about that, or should we just move along? Because I'm not sure we need to tangle with those tentacles necessarily.
Yeah, I'm not looking to drown today.
I'll keep my back to the rock wall on my right as I try to scoot past and head toward. Are we going north or south to head toward the mansion?
North.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna shimmy my way past to try to avoid confronting whatever might be on the other side there.
Got it. As far away from the water line as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Umdar wizards. Daemion, you saw Tess almost get snatched up. Banquo has alerted you to the presence of a bridge in the not too distant future, as well as the beginnings of the mansion, your ultimate goal. Anything you would like to do?
Take a nap.
Okay.
I mean, God, it's been back to back lately. This is not an exciting prospect of dealing with some weird river monster with all of us kind of feeling a little beat up. Some of us more than others.
This feels more like it was part of an ambush, maybe.
Yeah,
Unless the wizard has some insight on it, but he hasn't really been remarking on much.
like it didn't make any moves on the things we were fighting, which could be indicative of being allied with them, but if it were, you'd think it would have,
Help them.
yeah, tried to do something sooner. But yeah, maybe just a little strategic positioning as we hopefully don't have to deal with this thing right now.
Okay.
We can tiny hut it for a while.
All right. Gib. Everybody seems to be kind of ready to move on. You just saw this giant tentacle pop out of the water. All of the creepy alien creatures are dead. What would you like to do?
Now, first, Gibbs gonna be like, "Are we not gonna deal with that thing?"
Not my job.
No.
I don't see a whole lot of people going swimming.
Yeah. I mean, is that why the water's going in a different direction?
I could do a nature check on that, Manny. Like, is it like a cause and effect kind of thing with the whirlpool, or is it like some magical portal kind of deal?
I think given everything going on in Thay, that it's probably much more of a gestures vaguely about.
Yeah.
Part and
It's
parcel.
wild magic. We don't have to explain
Yeah,
it.
part and parcel. Just tell me what you rolled on the D100 and we can just keep moving.
Yeah, I mean, Gibbs gonna give everyone a moment to kind of bask in the twilight glow and get some temporary HP. And then he's ready to move on. But, he's getting kind of tired. Might do for a long rest if others are up for it at some point.
Getting there for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 slots left.
Right. That's everybody through. Barring any surprise unveilings, is everybody of the opinion that we're just going to head out and keep following along the road?
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Okay. So after Tess's tentacle encounter,
Please don't phrase it like that.
Sorry.
That was a title on a certain website.
After Tess's experience as a foreign exchange student, proceeding cautiously so as not to upset whatever the hell is going on, in the water. You continue along, realizing that as you head north towards positive change in elevation, that you are all kind of defying just the general laws of nature. As you continue further along, you start to notice little things like shrubbery kind of floating a few inches off the ground. Your steps, as you make them, all feel a little lighter. There is almost this kind of slight inherent bounce in your step. And more importantly, as you continue along the road, there is an overwhelming smell of food cooking by a campfire.
While we're traveling, Daemion is going to pass on to the group that when he fell over that first time, he was informed, I guess, that someone's activated another beacon.
Tess adds to that that they know we're here. They know we're close by as well. I think we're getting a lot of the same messages that the guys that we just fought were.
Yeah, there's, in my opinion, a serious likelihood that these things are coming from whoever is wielding the power of that beacon. Because assuming they got the same message I did, Illithrax is trying to sort of combine forces. So
And
whoever
why would
has
you-
that beacon is probably looking for us.
And why would you also be receiving the messages?
We've touched one before. Back before we really, like we have said, Gwen doesn't give information on what we're dealing with, though she seems to have a better picture than we did. And we touched one and came out the other side, and
You
that's why
touched one of the beacons. Is that what you mean?
yeah.
This was all long before we had any idea what we were doing.
It was the first one that we'd found. The first place we went to, it had already gone.
So we're in a race now against these creatures to get to the next beacon first.
That's
what
the
we have
idea.
been. Yeah. And just keeping this one out of their hands. I don't know how powerful they are once, or if one of them's missing, or if they can make do without it.
The assumption from the first message we got was that they needed all of them, which is why I've taken such great care to keep anyone from having access to this one. Because if all it takes is a touch, then we have to be extra careful. I didn't make that steel box because I thought it was stylish.
Yeah. Tess pulls out her notebook, and the beacons seem to be how they guide their master to our world. So, yeah. I'm guessing with the timing that the third one that was activated was the one they stole off our buddy here.
But the only way I can be certain that all of the beacons won't be activated is to keep this one in my care and untouched.
Yeah.
So anyone that even seems to have knowledge of the beacon is assumed to be our enemy.
You carry on up the river. It gets more intense of a current as it actually changes elevation upwardly, slowly on an ascent, ever so gradually, but still there. It gains in strength and eventually kind of winds off. And the smell of the amazing campfire cooked food just gets stronger and stronger, more well defined, until eventually you see the smoke coming off of it, and you hear voices from the other side of the river. Before you kind of pop out of, like shrubbery and anything kind of out into the exposed air, what would everybody like to do the second they hear voices?
Maybe move a little more quietly.
Okay.
I will inspire Daemion and say, we're not sure what lies ahead, but if they fight us, they'll end up dead.
Okay.
You're already on thin ice after that fireball.
Oh, hang on. I
Gonna-
forgot to turn off the enhanced intimidation.
Gibb's gonna vigilant bless himself. He's gonna lay a hand on his chest.
You're gonna make your way around like the bend of the rocky outcropping, following the road that you've been following, and across a small little bridge, you're gonna see a group of, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 humanoids, all standing around on the other side of the shore, eating what appears to be some kind of bird. Everybody having a little snack. And as you all make your way within like clear audible distance, you can hear one of them at the edge of the bridge remark to another, they got here just when Lady Gwendolyn said she would. Man, she always knows everything. Greetings. The Lady Gwendolyn will be ecstatic to know that champions such as yourselves are still in her loyal service. You've worked hard, and the Lady Gwendolyn offers you a brief, ever so refreshing respite back within the comfort of Neverwinter Castle. Grant us the item so that we may continue on in her name for the glory of all that she represents.
We're on a time crunch. Like, no.
Thinking the same
got
thing.
stuff to
Like,
do.
yeah, oh, go take a break in Neverwinter. Are you fucking with me right now? We have a threat of global destruction. Like, oh, go take a nap.
The Lady Gwendolyn is willing to put her past shortcomings into new light and has turned over a new leaf. Is quite more, she led us to believe that she was less than forthcoming in most encounters. As a result, we were sent to this exact location, told us to wait to this exact moment, and you appeared just as she said you would.
Yeah, there's a spell called scrying. It's not super impressive. Her shortcomings have nothing to do with our timetable. We have stuff to do. Thank you for the invitation. We're leaving.
With how all-knowing she appears to be, she could have sent you people to come help us instead of waiting here at a bridge being useless.
the Lady Gwendolyn is quite confident in your abilities, or she wouldn't have chosen you, her champions, to carry out this fine work in her glorious name.
From what I hear, she's chosen a lot of people.
Ourselves amongst them, and they all kind of, a little noble, like whatever the other rival adventure party equivalent of finger guns are.
Well, given her, confidence in our abilities, she'll understand when we don't really deign it necessary to rest our laurels and we continue on with the mission.
Are we yelling across the river, or are we walking across the bridge at this point?
I'm yelling across the river. Well, no, I got.
It's not even that far.
I'm yelling across.
Normal
the river.
voice can be heard from 70 foot away, as per 5e rules.
There were voices.
There's rushing water. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like midway across the bridge because I got flying boots. Like, if they try something, I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, Gib knows how this party rolls, so he's just gonna try to get at everybody else here a little bit. He's just gonna keep walking and play it completely dumb, being like, "Oh, it's so great that you guys came all the way over here from on behalf of Lady Gwendolyn. Do you guys have anything to eat? We haven't really had much to eat in the last couple days. There's been a lot going on. Is there a campfire over here? I mean, I would really love to boil some water and get a rag going so I can wash off this grit. Who are those other people over there? They look like twins. Like, what's going on over here? Come on. I mean, there's 4 of you guys, but there's only one of you over here. I'm not really sure what's going on. Oh, hey, how's it going?"
Tess is trying her best not to laugh right now.
Talk about gift of gab. This is gift of gib.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gift of Gibbon.
Banquo just pulls out his flute and is just kind of casually whistling.
Playing a little ditty.
Yeah.
Just as you get up on him, this kind of obviously, a little disingenuine kind of positive attitude becomes even less so and almost forceful. He's going to firmly put his hand out and, stop you like mid-sternum.
Oh,
the
friend, what's going on?
The Lady Gwendolyn begins with a request. At which point,
I'm not the Lady Gwendolyn, so if you'll just excuse me, I'll just slip right around here.
It becomes an order.
Yeah, so Gibbs' demeanor is just gonna change. And he's gonna start thumbing his axe that he has on his hip, and he's gonna go, "Friend, I'm not gonna ask you again. Step aside."
While their attention is on Gib, I'm going to go fly back to Daemion and just drive by, tap him with the enhance ability charisma again.
Okay. As Gib says to him, he's going to look Gib dead in the eye. The Lady Gwendolyn is beyond done asking.
Then maybe the Lady Gwendolyn can come here herself next time. But if you continue to stand in my path, she will never find your remains.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check. And what did Tess give you? Like advantage on it? Or...
Enhance. Yeah.
Okay.
And behind Daemion, they just see.
Get him!
29.
Okay. The quite stern presence of his hand on, because I imagine with his hand on the chest, Gibbs still trying to move. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Banquo's kind of banking around the side.
he puts his hand up to stop you. You make contact. And as you're trying to assert yourself by continuing, asserts himself by trying to push back. Obviously you're a person moving forward. He's got one hand. So he's going to give. And the second Daemion yells at him, it's going to, like, any resistance you're going to have is going to melt away. This is not the last you will hear from us. We are here offering you an opportunity. We are nothing more than messengers of Lady Gwendolyn. Next time,
Can I make a recommendation? I don't know if you were listening to Daemion before, but this probably should be the last time you want to encounter us.
You look quite
I
formidable.
have a better line of work.
I know for a fact I do not want to face the Lady Gwendolyn. I will step aside so as not to cause interfaction harm. We share the same mistress. We, in the end, serve her. And we are all granted with a common purpose. We bid you good luck. And should we encounter you again, know that we have been sent by Gwendolyn to do her bidding. They all kind of give you bows. Any assertive stance, bowstring slightly pulled back, hands on hilts of swords, kind of shrink away.
Bring snacks next time.
And they're going to just, everybody hands up, kind of take a couple of steps back, give you all a wide berth. And as everybody passes, Ashton, the leader, she's going to be furious with me. She's not going to forgive you.
The feeling's mutual.
We also bring our wizard with us.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, he's a little kind of still trying to deal with the effects of being dumb. For a wizard, I'm sure it's traumatic as hell. My man's really struggling with the after effects.
I didn't know math.
Yeah. I lost my baseball essentially, and just really blew my mind. Object permanence, real concept. It just vanished from existence.
Theory of mind is just a theory.
Yeah. All right, so they're gonna step away. They look kind of pissed about it. Like anybody with a boss, you don't want to piss the boss off, but you're not gonna die for the boss necessarily. So there's this very tense dynamic between all peoples involved here.
As he passes by Ashton, Daemion's going to look over and say, if you know our mission, then you know how important it is. Be careful in whom you place your trust.
I know nothing of your mission, friend. Only that which was told to me for my own mission. I do not ask questions of those in power. I execute their will for their grace and their rewards. Nothing more.
I suggest you learn to ask questions. You'll live longer.
An awakened adventurer seems to risk pain through more than physical means. And as a sword for hire, my life is dangerous enough.
Yeah, but at least you know why you're getting hit when you care enough to ask the question. Not worth dying when you don't know why.
I got hit because I wasn't fast enough to get out of the way. Safe travels, adventurers. I hope that whatever quarrel you may have with our mistress, that it is resolved without the need for our hand and talents.
She wants to open an open line of communication, an honest one. That's well within her power to do it without sending you. You don't need to pass that message. I know that she's seeing this.
They all kind of stand down. The twins on the other side of the river are visibly kicking rocks in disappointment. They're really kind of bummed they don't get to shoot somebody. But yeah, otherwise they seem to want to let you pass.
One last thing before we go. The Lady Gwendolyn knows who she chose to send on this mission. She knows what we're capable of. She sent you here to die. And I'm just going to trot off.
Banquo will just kind of look at all of them one by one as he gets ready to start following the knuckle. Just, ladies.
Tip your hat. Ma'am. All right. You hear the kind of grumblings of this apparently set up band of adventurers, essentially discussing what's next. What do we do now? As you continue along the road's going to kind of really fork away from the river. You're still going to hear it in the background. There's going to be a much kind of better growth of trees as you continue up this slight incline. Off in the distance, you're going to see what the beginnings of a waterfall off in the distance. And you're going to notice it too flows the wrong way. The water flows upward. For those of you magically inclined, you are going to feel unbelievably aware and alive, and the electricity of just whatever this is, you're gonna feel it. The magical energy that has been just as chaotic as can be since arriving in this crazy land has really reached a crescendo as you make your way along the last little bits of this road, eventually arriving to this enormous mansion. Bolts of arcane energy just crackle in the sky, hitting the sides of the house. There are visible scorch marks on the side of the house where it would seem that this just electrical arcane energy just slams into the side of this house. As you finish your way, God.
Gib just looks at it, the lightning, and he's just like, can we just take a little break before we go inside? It's like
The zoning nightmare.
maybe collect our thoughts a bit, make a strategy.
Yeah, we don't have to have you this close to the house. If you would like to kind of, maybe get a little bit as best of the lay of the land as possible from a distance.
Yeah, I mean, the ideal would be a short rest.
Okay. I mean,
Maybe somewhere off the sideline. Party.
That'd be fun.
Preferably
Happen.
before this, but yeah.
okay.
Get
Time
my
of day
bike.
is it?
It's hard to tell. It's still not like nighttime. Your kind of internal clock probably says mid to late afternoonish.
Really? We left the town at like noon.
I thought you left early in the morning.
Maybe. Maybe it was earlier than I realized.
Is anything, now that we've kind of getting a little bit close in this, feeling of arcane energy is a little bit more palpable, our dumb wizard friend, any changes in his behavior?
He's a lot more excited. You can see, just that energy that you see like when somebody's on their way home from like a trip. Can't wait to get home. Sometimes that's out like almost palpable. You just kind of get that vibe. Still kind of keeping to himself, but a little bounce in his step, little kind of excited for every kind of step closer you get to the house.
Okay, so are we gonna, just to be clear, short rest?
Yeah.
Maybe off the road for a bit.
Okay.
Cool.
And what's the minimum time for short rest?
It's
An
an
hour.
hour.
Actually, I can, well, is that worth the spell slot? Because I can give it to us in 10 minutes.
Catnap.
Yeah. I've only got 3 spell slots of 3rd level and higher left, though. Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I don't know about everybody else, but my resources are close to cleaned out.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. Would you benefit from a short rest very much? I don't know how paladins work.
I'd at least get my warlock slots back.
True. Okay. Yeah, then that's worth it to me. All right, and let me do my magic table.
I think you can only hit 3 people that I would be fine not getting it because all I would get back is a couple of uses of inspiration.
I
You
could
are
use
correct.
it.
Up to 3 willing creatures. I honestly wouldn't benefit much from it, I don't think.
So here's a point of contention that I always bring up when I play a monk. Weirdly, one of the most short rest dependent classes, the monk, technically can't benefit from catnap because catnap gives you a 10-minute short rest, but monks have to meditate for 30 minutes to get their key back. But I don't think I've ever had a DM not say that's stupid. No. Monks can have their short rest.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Everybody gets to save time except Umdar. You got to stand there and wait for her to finish. No.
I don't even really. I barely even need it. I've only.
I didn't remember using a whole lot anyway because that draconic subclass gives you a lot of stuff.
Some of those things run out, and then I can start using key points to do them after the actual. Like the wings unfurled. It's 5, but I can. Actually, maybe I can't do that one with key points.
You can 2 key to reuse.
I wish that that D&D Beyond would lay out like here's what on your character sheet resets on a long rest and what resets on a short rest.
If you've used something and you open the short rest menu, it tells you that you'll get it back.
Oh.
Yep. Say recover.
Yeah, it tells you exactly what you will get back if you short rest.
Got it.
Within the short rest menu.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. I don't really get anything out of a short rest, but it sounds like cleric, monk, and paladin I'll do.
Yeah, I'll get everything back except for my top level paladin slots.
All right, sounds good. Then let's do that for you.
Right.
of catnap.
Seriously
I got-
undervalued by 95% of players.
I grabbed it on a hunch, and my hunch was correct. I rolled a 22, which isn't gonna be a deal here. Sadly.
All right, so short rest. What are you just gonna do? Just get kind of off the road into like a little,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or kind of. A
Yeah, I mean at this point it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
You know, it's not even a big deal.
I also
Um,
really enjoy the language on it. It's just, yeah, you point at 3 creatures and they fall unconscious. So
Well, it's good that it specifies unconscious because otherwise it wouldn't work on elves.
true.
How far away from the house would you be?
I think ideally this happens like because I thought that we wanted to take one as we were leaving the river.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Um,
as soon as we're out of eye shed of a view shed of the other guys
Okay.
between there and the
Oh.
house, at some point we'll sit
Okay.
down and take a breather.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna pull off to the side of the road along the way. By this point, the beginnings of the waterfall are in view to all, and the top of the roof of the house is also still a little distance away, but by perspective, you can finally all see it. You are going to see no traffic of any kind going any direction from your perspective, just off. So basically just past the bridge, yeah, and what you deem to be like a safe enough distance away from Lady Gwendolyn's like D squad.
Yeah, I'll fly up in the air and just kind of be keeping an eye on that direction. Like, are they following us? Are they planning anything?
Okay. You don't see them. They seem to be relatively true to their word, if not a little disappointed about, not doing their job. So everybody's going to get their short rest. Continue along the road. And before the property the road's going to be, kind of densely packed with trees for the first time in a little while. Away from that kind of arid rockiness that you've experienced through most of Thay this far. Trees, and eventually it's going to, kind of open up to expose the property. And that tree line is going to be probably about 150 feet away from like the front of the house. You want to get the lay of the land, or we just gonna walk up in there, act like you belong?
Lay of the land for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about time Thorn did something useful.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll I'm thinking we need to see all corners of the house before we approach it. And see if there's still a lot of people coming and going, or if it's kind of dead space, that kind of thing.
Okay. Daemion, are you just gonna send up Thorn?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
he's better at it than any of us. He's
Right.
invisible.
That's literally
fly.
exactly what I was gonna do. I was like, this way, I was like, we could just do this without whatever. All right, so he's gonna take off. You're gonna see what appears to be this oddly placed mansion. Like, it's very nice, and for it to be just kind of stuck here in the middle of the woods of Thay strikes most of you as at least a little weird. The overwhelming, like, arcane energy coming from everything around is palpable, even to Umdar, who's not magically inclined, but can definitely feel like an energy and like I said, like an electricity of just immense power from all this magical energy. At the very front of the mansion, by the front door, you are going to see one of the wagons you've encountered more than a few times, flanked by the Order of Wizards, also familiar to you. Can Thorn can hear, yes?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. As they kind of swoop in and then go up over the house, they're briefly going to hear what sounds like an argument. Somebody not of the Order of Wizards that you're familiar with and not flanking the wagon seems to be arguing with the wizards who, as you have met, can't speak. And just screaming at him. Thorn's going to go up over, like I said, this very large house. It's 2 stories. And then over the back, there is going to be a glass ceiling garden. That's this room here. It's got a ceiling. It's just glass. And then a back garden leading up to woods and a well also in the back of the house. Along the side, just this arc of magical energy just appears out of nowhere, hitting the side of the house. And it looks like it's been doing this so long that there's like a giant scorch mark on the outside of the building.
Is there an outhouse? Because Gib only had a 10-minute short rest unconscious, so he really didn't have time to take care of any business.
We gave time to take a poop in the woods if he needed it, I think.
Does it give poop in the woods? You're damn right it does.
He had his pants like halfway down when he fell unconscious. Just like, oh man.
Huh? Not again. No outhouse to speak of. This well-appointed mansion might be one of the few places that actually might have indoor bathroom.
Hmm?
That's how swanky it is.
So indoor plumbing in a mansion that doesn't look like it belongs here.
Next to a waterfall that goes upward.
Yeah. Now, is there a way to determine how long it's been here? Like, did it look like it just plopped down a day and a half ago?
No.
Or like, is the ground suitably like?
Yeah, everything's worn, like in the the kind of paths where you'd expect up to the front door. You don't see anybody's like feet and red shoes sticking out underneath the foundation at any point. Everything, aside from its kind of odd aesthetic choice given the location, it seems like it belongs here.
So, I'm noticing something a little suspicious about that well.
That it looks like it has stairs in it.
That it looks like it has stairs in it.
I keep getting distracted by different parts of the map already, and there's only half a map here.
Yeah,
It's so colorful.
it is. It looks really nice.
I got it off. I did not make this. I will absolutely not take credit for it. It is one of the most impressive maps I found on the kind of sharing service of Incarnate, and I really wish I had the map maker's name. I meant to write it down, and I didn't. We will absolutely give them credit next time because there's 2 floors of this, and it is awesome.
And like I was impressed immediately because even the grid works. Like it's amazing. Like all the squares are perfectly placed. The measuring tool works. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to murder things here.
You're excited to murder things everywhere.
It's gonna be a nice change of pace. Any other kind of metagaming questions that would have been passed through in a very thorough description given by Thorn?
Does the well look like some sort of secret entrance?
It does look like there are stairs in it.
So that's worth passing along.
Yeah.
So that is that scorch mark from the energy hitting it over and over again. It looks like that's on the left side of the building, correct?
Yes.
And does our wizard friend want to lead the way, or open the front door for us and welcome us into the mansion?
Should we just like push him ahead and wait down the road for a bit, like out of sight?
Bro, go kick those people out of your house, man. What are you doing? Stand up for
Yeah,
yourself.
seriously.
We'll be right here.
You just ask him to leave, and then once they're gone,
let us know how it goes. We're tired.
Yeah, given how hype he has been in the last week or so to get home, how is he acting?
The kind of boost in excitement and energy seems to have dissipated now. That he sees at least some aspect of what's going on at the front door, whether it's the person threatening or the wizards with the wagon. Something is unsettling to him, looking at what he can see going on in like the steps of the front of the house.
Do you recognize either of those? Any of those folks?
The wizards feed the magocracy of Aglarond. They have been after our collection for hundreds of years. I am not shocked to see them pillaging our library and our work.
All right, well, sounds like we've got some thieves to stop.
He seems pretty mad, but also like very reticent to really kind of do anything, and a very clear kind of change of demeanor.
any suggestions to get us the upper hand quickly?
I'm sure my brothers are inside, and should a commanding presence be made, that they will surely come to our aid, those that are able to defend our home.
Well, the last time I touched one of these wagons, it exploded. So if I can do that, we can take all those guys out at once.
No, anything but that. I'd rather die.
Has it been an hour since we were at the bridge with Gwendolyn's people?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna tap another enhanced charisma on Daemion. That's a pretty commanding presence.
Yes, I'm very impressive.
Is that a spell?
It's from a spell storing item, so.
Okay. You are technically
Yeah,
correct.
weeks ago.
Which, of course, is the first kind of correct.
I asked you at the beginning.
I mean, that was a while ago.
How dare you disrespect?
A lot's happened since then.
Can't believe
It's been
you
like
just
2
disrespected
hours.
the bureaucrats.
Cool regulations. I was on the committee to change the color. We kept it gray.
One of my favorite parts of that episode was the beholder bureaucrat.
Yes.
Who's still
It's
telling
like-
my boss I was sleeping?
Yeah, I was like to say, he's like sleeping on the job or something. All right. Daemion, you're feeling especially charismatic. The cult of personality really, really kicking. The color, wait, who was the band? Cult of Personality?
I know it.
I'm gonna be so mad when somebody
Living
tells me.
color.
Thank you.
I would not have guessed it.
I wouldn't have either, but the second I was like, yes, you had no chance at that, dude. But thanks for playing. All right. So just badass 1987 guitar riff kicks in. Feeling froggy. You see what appears to be like a cloaked figure. If you were to profile them, your experience would scream bandit. And I'm between thorns and what you can see from about 150 feet away. They're engaged in an argument, as much as 4 people who can't speak can be engaged in an argument.
One side of the argument is just
Scowling.
Oh, hey, Gib. Looks like there's some banditry going on.
Oof. It's like jittering a little bit. Being like, oh man.
Perhaps we shall intervene.
You just gotta swagger on up there.
It's funny, swagger was exactly how I was imagining it in my head. Just, like we own the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because one of us does.
Oh, whoops.
He's going to
Oh, big Gib!
that's what happens when he sees theft.
Gib's going to Hulk out. There will be no banditry today. Had enough of this.
God.
Look, Talarian, I'm sorry about your front door. I'm about to smash this shit in, all right? As you get closer, you've encountered the wizards with the wagon before. You have a vague kind of idea of their purpose and their goal. And they stand there, nodding silently, gesturing as best they can, usually pointing to inside the double open front doors that are going to open inward to the house. And you're going to see dressed in dark blue, hooded, deliberately, like the cowl kind of over the eyes, in a commanding voice. House has been picked clean. It is closed. It is hereby named property of the Thieves Guild of... Shit, what was the town you all just left?
Florida.
Tennessee, Texas?
Yes.
Fantasy Dallas.
Our Quest or something. Burquest.
That's Dallas, babe.
Byzanter. We have claimed this in the name of the Thieves Guild of Byzanter. All of you are trespassing. Your continued defiance of this order to leave will result in your death, as it has for the previous residences of this freak show.
We're thieves of Byzanter, are we not? Didn't we get that membership while we were in town?
Yeah, I got my badge somewhere. I must have put it in my other bag of holding.
You want to see my badge? You want to see?
I'm sorry. Did they just say they were gonna kill us?
Yeah.
That's funny.
They did say that.
Under any lawful right, property owners are allowed to defend their property and their lives.
All right.
Oh, that's great, because we have the property owner right behind us here.
I was about to say, hey, Talarian, these guys say they own this place.
Tesserana cracks her knuckles and is fully ready to go into property law discussion mode of like, nope, no, actually, I know how this actually works. You want to go for the lawful aspect of this? That's not how that goes.
He's going to kind of like slink up. And when Daemion mentioned him by name, the thief even looked up to the point where you could see his eyes. He could not believe that you said that name. And as Talarian kind of like sheepishly kind of peeks around, wow, there's still one left. Oh, we are done with all of you. Well, You'll die the same as all the rest. I once again will ask you, leave this property immediately. Clones and abominations of nature are not entitled the rights of lawful, natural beings. Be gone from our property or face the consequences of trespassers.
Oh, that's not a clone. That's the guy.
We assure you, he is a clone.
All right. Well, if you guys are gonna try and take us out, you're gonna go the same way that all the other thieves we ran into on the way here did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the biggest piece left of them is about the size of your big toe, buddy.
We shall see. And he's going to give like a whistle. You know, that turn around, call your friends, whistle through the door. You're going to hear kind of a commotion and what sounds like the quick trampling of feet kind of make their way. And just as they make their way into the open double doors and you begin to get a sense of how many are coming as the cavalry, we are going to end it for the night. Because if not, combat's going to take like forever and I got to go to work tomorrow. But yes, so we are here. We have arrived at the mansion. Yeah. All right. So that is going to be our show for tonight, episode 19, A Dynasty Approaches. So next week's will probably be A Dynasty Arrives. All right. So we have made it all the way to the much fabled Wizard's Mansion. I believe 6 or 7 episodes to get here. But we have finally arrived. So yay. I'm thrilled. All right. So that's been our episode. It felt like everything was great. I really missed everybody here after a month, and more than anything, everybody kind of picked up right where we left off. Same energy, same, like, it was great. And I'm so thankful that everybody kind of came back like strong tonight. So that was great. You watched them play amazing characters and fulfill role play as somebody who's seen their actual paperwork. Everybody is amazingly spot on. Behind them, they are even better people. Before we get out of here every night, we let them say a little bit about themselves and plug anything that they have going on. We will start. Let's start with Banquo. We'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about Nick, and then, but before you do, now that you've arrived at this mansion, you've seen a couple of little things along the way. Your real expectations now that you're here, about a prediction about what's going on inside.
I'm thinking that these bandits or these thieves guild guys believe that they have killed the original wizard, and that's why they're so confident that this must be a clone. And also that when they say it's picked clean, they don't have as high of a perception or investigation score as me, so we'll just see about that.
All right. You guys aren't proficient in this. What a joke. Awesome.
As far as Nick,
tell us about our friend Nick.
I've been here for over a year now, a year and a good bit of change. This is, by the way, our 20th episode of this show. I'm very glad to be here. I have enjoyed all of your one-shots that I've played with you over this past year, and I'm still just psyched every Wednesday that I get to play in one of your campaigns, which I saw several shows of back when I was just a lowly one-shotter. So yeah, it's been a great opportunity, and to finally run in a campaign with Raz again and with Robin, and to play in yet another one with Eric, and to play alongside my good friend the DM Tim, whose game will also be on this week. So Tim, Eric, and I will be able to enjoy more D&D tomorrow. And yeah, it's so great getting back into it. Our weekly fun D&D.
Yes. I'm so thankful to have you back. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. All right. Umdar, we are here. You have met somebody else in the service of Lady Gwendolyn. How did that go? Did you feel somewhat shortchanged by everything they seem to know? And then tell us about our friend Tim.
Umdar was disappointed that there was no direct response from our recent attempts to contact Gwendolyn. Unsatisfied with the delegation that she had waiting for us. Did not really fit the bill for what I feel like Gwendolyn's rep should bring to the table.
You feel you deserved better than like a weak kind of strong arming?
Yeah, you don't need a vacation. We need help. I think someone put it similarly, but we're not looking for tea with the governess. We're looking for some solutions here to the problems we're seeing out in the world.
Fair enough.
Better to approach these things head on ourselves if we're not going to get the help that we're asking for.
All right. Say Banquo's had some pretty delicious tea in this campaign, so I'm just saying you're not really sure what kind of tea she might have. But you never know. It's reasonable. But like I said, her tea could be just absolute fire. And then tell us about our friend Tim.
Sure. Yeah, I'm excited to be getting back into gaming regularly. Summer is winding down, so happy to have this hobby to pick up and run with into the winter. And looking forward to picking up the dice again behind the DM screen tomorrow night and getting back into some regular release scheduled adventures.
Awesome. Are you guys still doing Mad Mage?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Nice. How's that going?
It's going off the rails, but in a good way.
All right. I mean, if I know the people in your group are also, Venn diagram overlap here, I'm not surprised, and I'm sure you've got it under control as much as they want to wreck it for you.
We're pretty much off manual right now, but still exploring the dungeon.
Just enough gas to get us to the crash site.
Right.
Perfect.
They're happy and landing.
Yeah, nailed it. Awesome. Glad that you are back, especially in your own home after being kind of a vagabond D&D player for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
you, Manny.
Robin, Tess, you have seen, kind of a forceful, I don't know, kind of a boundary defying attempt at courtesy, I think is a reasonable way of putting it. Any ill feelings towards the Lady Gwendolyn, or
it's
sorry. I touched it.
It's been for no, it's just it's been building for a bit, and she had a longer time to think on everything, and it's at best Gwendolyn is an employer who does not give her employees the tools to find the best solution. So at best she's incompetent. At worst, like you're giving us this time sensitive mission, and then you're ordering us to come and spend time out of the field like a whole night if it's only early afternoon when we run into them. Yeah, there's nothing that at this point leads me to believe that you want this mission to go the way that you're saying. So yeah, not a fan.
All right.
And if there are threats being made, orders being made, you're hiring people that are like going to attack us if we don't follow through. That's why would we want to continue working for her? It's been a whole, like when you're working somewhere and you're just holding that 2-week notice in for like weeks and weeks.
That's it. I'm out. Stay here and live out my day. Yeah. I'm a wizard. I'm good.
Yeah, Tess is like, I'm not quite ready to make that official jump, but yeah, there's been some growth since traveling with mainly with Daemion because he's been the most vocal about like, hey, this is bullshit. And she's like, wait a second, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Awesome.
You
And
have a
then
point.
tell us about our friend Robin.
I am Robin of Barlock Cafe on social media. And I've been playing for about a year now. Actually just hit the year sub on Twitch today, or
Thank
this
you for-
month, whenever.
Thank you for your support.
Of course. And yeah, this is one of, it's always fun to have those sessions that like you didn't want it to end yet. It's so frustrating. But today was definitely one of those of like, oh, but we don't, it's time to fight. I have 3 spell slots. Let's go.
Perfect narrative pacing. Like it could not have ended better. It's perfect. So I know that it's, like I said, for the drama aspect of it, I'm like, hell yeah, perfect. For the wanting to continue because we haven't been together for a while, I'm like, yeah. Maybe just a little bit of combat. We got some combat at home. But it's great to be back. Thank you for coming out as always. To our cleric, just banditry afoot. Like you can't go one map without somebody being robbed. And now a literal thieves guild is like they've stolen a house. Like, is it highway robber? Is it like, are they highwaymen for stealing a house?
Yeah, I mean, they just basically placed the house on the highway, it seems like.
Okay.
But yeah, Gibb is loving this. He's really hit his groove. He got to ride a unicorn and charge some like extraterrestrial beastie today, so that was really great. He's really happy to be here. I think he's starting to really understand the gravity of the situation. You know, when he first joined this group a little late in the day, it was like, oh, you know, I got nothing else going on. Oh, these guys look interesting, I'll tag along. And now he's realizing kind of the severity of the situation, and he's showing up for it.
Definitely is. All right, glad to have you. And then tell us a little bit about what you've been up to since we saw you last.
Yeah, so I feel like part of the reason we've taken so much time off is because I got married. And took a couple weeks off, and yeah, did that. That was exciting. It's done. We both showed up at the altar and said I do. So that was kind of the important part.
There was people there. Good time was had.
Yeah, and you know, no one passed out, which was great.
Win.
Yeah, and here I am. So yeah, similarly, like kind of the summer's coming to an end. Looking forward to the fall, and you know, now that the stress of kind of planning and executing a wedding is done, I can really kind of lean into everything else in my life, including D&D. So yeah, very excited to be
awesome. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Glad you're back. And if us missing time so you could do something as cool as get married, it's, you know, I wish I could have sent you a gift. But you know.
This is the gift, Manny.
Cool.
This is the gift.
I will take it. Then happy anniversary next year. Merry Christmas to you and your spouse. I will be here for every holiday. Oh, look, you got me D&D again. Thanks. But yeah, congratulations. So glad that you're back and that, you know, you look better. You got a little glow. Somebody I think somebody wrote their name on your forehead, but that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Whatever. I signed myself over. But congratulations. All right. Last and not least, Raz, we have made it to the house. There just seem to be obstacles in your way of all people who have to deal with Lady Gwendolyn and her missives as well as underlings. You seem the most displeased with them all. I imagine this was not any different. How you feeling about the bridge encounter? They just wanted to help.
Yeah, sure they did. Like many mercenaries and soldiers in history, they were just doing their job. Yeah, I don't give a crap. No.
Me too, fam.
Like, that was the most pathetically transparent attempt to get the orb from us. And, like, honestly, I would have expected her to be a little more clever.
I got a lot going on, man.
But no, it's been a good day. You know, Peduncle was on fire, and
Fact.
we got to badmouth Gwendolyn and scare the shit out of some people in one fell swoop. It was a good day.
All right. It's like we touched on all the pillars of the game. Well done. All right, and then tell us about our friend Raz.
Yeah, you know, it's been a long time since we played, like almost a month now, I think.
I think it is a month.
So it's good to, you know, have such a strong return to the game. Feeling good, making progress, and looks like we're breathing down the neck of the next vault, I think. So excited to see what happens next.
Mhm.
Awesome. All right. So that has been our amazing cast. Like I said, we've been away for a little while. It was so great to be back with them, and just like Raz said, to really kind of hit the ground running and just get it back like we hadn't even been gone for all this time. That is such a cool feeling. Just your investment is so rewarding to me, and I thank you for it. But that's going to be it for us tonight. We are back to a streak. We will be back next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday nights. Before that, next Tuesday, join us for Eberron Tranquility's Betrayal. We are getting very close to the Season 2 finale over there. And then look out for Friday, September 9th, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We will debut our third campaign on the channel, Legacy of Blood, a Drow Family Tale. Which will be a fun little late night Friday thing, available to you West Coast people. So we're not in the middle of your weekday afternoon. But to everybody who watched tonight, thank you very much. To our friend Robin, again, thank you for a full year of your support. It means the world to me. To my players, it's great to be back, you guys. I'm glad you had fun. I hope you had fun. I had a blast. I missed you. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you next week. Always remember, I love Dungeons & Dragons and the people who play it. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye.